Hello, everybody. This is Maggie from Innovance. I'm very glad to host the Tomorrow Control Cabinet seminar today. I believe that before this, all of you have heard about our Tomorrow Control Cabinet. Yes, this product with the top intelligent technology, with excellent performance and technological texture, has won many patents. Today, we especially invite two guests. They are Nancy and Ian. So now let me introduce today's process. First, Nancy will say hi to everybody, and then Ian, our expert, technical expert, will give you detailed introduction of this control cabinet. In the process of Ian's introduction, if you have any interest or questions, you can leave a message. We will be answered later. The third part is to speak freely. If you have any interest and questions, you can mention it. We will answer you. Then first of all, let's welcome Nancy.
Nancy 呢？喊一下，Nancy 在哪？啊，他在的，稍等。Nancy 要开一下麦克风，让他开一下麦克风。OK， 可以有声音了。
Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Hello, our dear friend. Nice to meet you here. I'm Nancy. I think most of us know each other for a long time, but really, we have a long time no see you. Actually, all BST guys and the Monarch guys miss you a lot. So even every day, we hope that the coronavirus can be disappeared at once. Then we can fly to all of the world to meet you. I think at that time, I guess it will be an excited moment. But the fact is that maybe the virus will stop us meeting face to face for some time. So that's why we plan to hold a webinar to announce our new products and new technology. Also share and discuss information and ideas together with you. But frankly, for me, the most important thing is that we can hear your sound, see your face, and your smile by this chance. And again, today, it is really appreciated for your coming. Thank you so much. Next, let's hand over the screen to our professional technician, Ian, to introduce our cabinet. It is called Tomorrow. Please. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Nancy, for your wonderful speech. Caused by the virus, we cannot communicate face to face, but our hearts will always come together. Now, let's welcome Ian, our technical expert, to give you detailed introduction. Let's welcome.
Okay, hello everyone. This is Ian speaking from Innovance. So it's my great pleasure to be here to introduce our latest product, Tomorrow Cabinet, to all of you. For the starting, so I'd like to share the brief history of Monarch control cabinet development. In the year of 2004, Monarch developed the first integrated controller, which later become the famous and popular in the lift application, which is 93000. So that time we even don't have a control cabinet. So 4 years later, that is in the year of 2008, we released the first version of the control cabinet. From that time, we already developed 3 versions. That is the first generation in the year of 2008. and the second generation in the year of 2013, and the third generation in the year of 2017. The third generation cabinet is not the main product, and today we are launching the latest one, that is Tomorrow cabinet. So just share another story here. From the very beginning, over the last decade, that is 16 17 years, we have there are over 2.6 million units have been installed and not in operating worldwide. So I'm telling this is not to show how high technology our product is, but just want to prove that our product is stable, quality, and verified well in the market. Back to today's topic, Tomorrow cabinet is strictly compliant to Chinese lift standard, that is GB 75AA. It is a high-end, deeply integrated solution for passenger and goods lift, including the MR and MRL. It is a great innovation from the outside looking and to inside design. So we have applied several patents to protect. We call this cabinet Tomorrow cabinet, but when we place the order, there will be another name. So just imagine this: if as a consumer, if you purchase a car like Mercedes S400 or Tesla Model S, if you are a dealer, you are running a 4S store, you are a dealer. When you place the order to factory, you will use another name. That name may be a long name. Each of the symbols stand for the different specification. Here, the same logic. We use a long name to stand for a certain specification, but we make the name cabinet that will be easy to recognize, will be easy to separate. So we just take an example of for the 17 kilowatt, like Y3000-B-4017-A. The Y3000 stands for the Tomorrow cabinet, and B stands for the machine room. If it is machine roomless, it will be a W. 4 means 400 voltage. 17 means a kilowatt. The A means induction model. If it is a PM model, it will be B. I just mentioned here, there's a little different. So previously we have our model have 5.5, 7.5, 11, 15, 18.5, 22, 30, or 37. But now the kilowatt will just 4. That is 8.3, 17, 22, 37. So this will bring convenience if we keep the stocking. So there are less models, then will be easier to manage the stocking. Now we just check through from the outside looking to inside design. Just find out how it is designed, how it is assembled. This is an internal module and MR machine room panel and machine roomless box, machine roomless panel, a braking resistor. So in this presentation, we just call this internal module. Just make sure we speak the same language. Just make sure we speak the same language. We call this internal module, MR panel, MRL box, and MRL panel, a braking resistor. You can identify from the picture. MRL panel is just a MR panel plus the MRL box. So we can tell the details later. The size share here, it is for 17 kilowatt. The size actually share for 8.3, 17, and 22 share the same size. The kilogram may be different, but the size share the same. And for the 37, the size is different. And the weight is just for example, the MR panel, the weight is just 16. So it will be easier for a person to carry the panel. So much easier for installation. All this material could be placed order separately. A complete MR panel consists of a panel. The panel is zinc coated, and the internal module, a transformer. The transformer is supplied the power to the safety circuit, and contactors. And as for the internal modules, it is the most important component and the most important innovations for the tomorrow cabinet. In the front, you can see we have two PCB. The top one is pastoral board for UCM. The lower one is a motherboard together with the I/O field socket, and there's a removable fan, so will be easy for the repair. And inside there's a separate power board that is supplied the DC 24 or the supply power for the brake coil control. If we use the traditional encoder, we share the same installation way and same PG card as Monarch previous control cabinet. And if we will share another option from Innovance. We have another encoder. For that encoder, we don't have to install the PG card. Later we will provide the detail. And the left is there's an emergency stop push button, the electrical emergency operation switch buttons, and the tools for the door bypass and UCM testing. When it comes to the MRL, as I explained, so the MRL, we use the same base. We use the same base as the MR, but just add an extra box for the MRL. So MRL box consists of there is a current residual device, a main breaker, and outlet and breaker, and also a EPS for the brake remote release. So there's a different as a mechanical tool. The traditional way is we use a mechanical tool to release the brake by remote. But there's a risk of failure, probably because of dust or something. The mechanical brake just fail. So EPS, if we use EPS means we use electrical way to brake release for the brake release. So we don't have that issues. The lower part there will be a dynamic testing tool for the overspeed governor, and there will be a reserve space for the future extension board. There is another interesting offer here for the MRL. The MRL is just add an extra box to fix to the MR box to fix to the MR panel. but there will be a carton part to be sent together with the MRL box. But this carton part will be installed to cover the conductors inside the MR panel. This is to absorb the conducting noise. We have measured this carton part. It works. So all this I just shared. So we can identify from the hardware, from the outlooking. Besides this, there are other features and benefits which Tomorrow cabinet can bring. We cannot directly identify from the outlooking. So in the following, so I will share some of the main of the features. First of all, is enhanced performance. So in the Tomorrow cabinet, for the inverter DSP, we use a new chip. That one, the processing frequency is increased by 150%, and we use a sensor, current detecting sensor, which accuracy increased by 10 times. And we have optimized the control algorithm. So in this comprehensive method, the running performance is significantly improved by doing these main three aspects. So we are not just talking the talk. By doing this job, the running performance is enhanced. The next is for Monarch previous product, to do the encryption, we just use a software way. That is, we issue a special customized protocol or a password. But if it is software, there is a possibility. Technically speaking, there is a possibility the password, the protocol can be unlocked. But in Tomorrow cabinet, we design a special Innovance dedicated chip. Use that one together with the software, so we can absolutely do the encryption job. And by issuing a customized protocol, so the other motherboard indicator cannot replace your ones. So generally speaking here, the previous way is to use the software, is to use software, but the current way in Tomorrow cabinet, we use software plus the hardware. Just to mention here, it should be serial communication. If it is serial communication, then it can be protected. I know in some of regions, countries, people prefer the parallel. But if it is parallel, it is there's no possibility to do the encryption. So that is main of the benefit that the serial communication can bring us. Just as I mentioned, the Tomorrow cabinet can support most of the encoder, like the sine cosine, incremental, and all whatever, or it is absolute, like ECN 1313. We share the same way as the Monarch previous product. We just use a different PG card to support different encoder, but in Tomorrow cabinet, we deliver a special one. That one is a absolute encoder, but it's not just a absolute encoder. It is 23 bit so it can bring a higher resolution for one rotation, and it is a serial communication, so it can be encrypted. And the last and is the most important. So we store the encoded data at the encoder side. So what does this mean? This means at the job side, you don't have to do the motor tuning. So once the cable is connected, then power on, the control cabinet will automatically recognize the encoded data from the encoder. So in this way, because as long as the encoder is fixed to the motor, the encoded data is finalized. The main of the data we got from the encoder, that is the initial encoder initial angle. So that means you can do the tuning at your factory workshop, and then set the motor to the side. You don't have to match which motor, which control cabinet. You don't have to care about that, because the control cabinet can recognize the encoded data directly from the encoder. So that is the main difference of this encoder. The encoder is an ES series from Innovance. Innovance make this one. Another benefits it can bring is for the tuning. In tomorrow cabinet, the control cabinet can automatically gain the speed loop. Speed loop is F200 or F201. Probably you know this. So it can automatically gain this data through the initial trial running. Because we our control cabinet will work with a different model, and for different model, the motor data will be different. Even from side to side, maybe the installation is different, the mechanical is different. So if you need to get a better performance, the side people may need change the speed loop to for a better running performance. So you will spend a lot of time to tuning this, but in tomorrow cabinet we can automatically gain this data, so you don't have to change, you don't have to adjust this data. The same as the door close limit and open limit. And people sometimes I just got phone from people from the side. They are just confused. So what is normally open and normally closed setting? And people just got confused. But in tomorrow cabinet, we can automatically gain the setting of the door open limit, door close limit, the normally closed, normally open setting. So you don't have to change that. And the next will be the pastoral board for the UCM. So currently we are used most of the player use the hardware to detect the leveling sensor for the UCM. That means that the hardware means just controlled by the wiring. That means each time the cabin travel across the leveling plane, so the safety relay act. So this will reduce the lifetime of the safety relay. But if we use a pastoral, generally speaking, is we use the software. We use a software way to do the hardware job. So if we use the software, so it can detect this moment we need output the relay or not. So it can significantly increase the lifetime of the safety relay. We are not the the first one. We are not the first one in China to use this way. To be honest, we are the second one. The first one is a very famous, shining name, elevator manufacturer. So we are the second one. It's still a great achievement. It's still a great achievement. By using this way, we can also detect the front door or the rear door is shorted. So we can easily do that. So door lock shorting detecting will not be a problem for double door. Just share here the photo of the this UCM board, the pass-through board. It is a SAB-A4 for the gearless motor, and it will be a SAB-D4 for gear motor or for the double door. You can tell from the photo that the relay number is different. So that is main of the benefits, and now we can know what exactly the control cabinet is designed, how it looks like, how it is designed, how it is assembled. So now we just check out so what the electrical package and the main accessories. First of all is the car top junction box. A car top junction box is actually share the same car top junction box as our third generation. The third generation control cabinet is not the main product. We share the same way. But here I just mentioned the model MCTC-CTW-B3S. The model is ended. The model is ended by S. S means it can work with encrypted control cabinet. The S is different as the standard model. S is mean encrypted models. And there's probably some of you may have already used this one, but it is still quite new for most of us. So I just share here this car top junction box. The car top inspection is controlled by the CAN bus. So this is quite different here, and we integrate a backup power unit, and less traveling cable is required. Just what is happening now, the cable price just go crazy. So here is just does help because we just use less traveling cable. For example, the gearless motor, a single gearless motor, we use 20 course cables. Already include 2 course for the spare parts, for the spare. And then the next is car operational board. This car operation board for the basic 16th floor, we use a COB-A1S. For extra one CCB-F1 for extra F floors. This is a serial communication to the car top junction box. So it is serial communication. So we use less cable to connect the board to the car top junction box. And because it is a serial communication, it can be encrypted. It can be used protocol. That's the difference as the Monarch previous solution. And it has other features like we have a single click to cancel the car call. And because it is a serial communication, we can use just one cable, 10 course cable to connect the car door junction box to the COP. And because it is serial communication, we can use low voltage. We can use low voltage to control the high voltage. What does that mean? For example, we the fan and lighting switch is installed the COP, but this switch is not directed to connect. It's not directly connect to the fan and lighting. The switch is connected to the COP board, and we use this board to transfer the info to the cathode junction box. So in the COP there's no high voltage, only DC24. And there will be another feature that is so traditional way there's only the bottom illuminated color will just on off, but there will be in the middle schedule. That is we can control the luminance. We can control the luminance of bottom. So that is in the middle. So just I believe that, yeah, in some case there's no lighting or other emergency things happen. There's no lighting, so this can to indicate the passenger where's the button, which button is for which floor. And the next is for the LOP, we can display the error code. We can display the error code for the LOP indicators. We can display a three digits floor in the LOP. It can automatically set the indicators floor address. What this mean? So in a traditional way, when we do the installation, we need set the LP address. We need open the cover. There probably will be a jumper or a button to press that. But in our latest delivery, we don't have to open the cover. We don't have to open the cover. We just keep some parameter and press buttons. Then it will automatically set the address. So this just bring a convenience to short the installation time. Another thing I forgot to mention here is this COB board. If we use Monarch dedicated car intercom, this intercom can work together with this COB for floor arrival speaker. So in this way, if you use a floor arrival speaker, this will reduce the cost. The last thing I want to share here at this moment, I want to share here because this is not new. This is not new, but it is important. I realize most of our international friends don't know this, but this just here. So I just share here. It is a Wi-Fi module, and smartphone based app. So in this way, we can use your smartphone to connect the controller. We can use your smartphone to download the parameter, to check the parameter data. So we can do the commissioning, and we can even manage the tester, manage the job site tester authority, first level, second level, or third level, or we can issue a dynamic password. So it just in case you forgot the site, password, or your people just left your team, and the password is forgotten. So this will help. And besides this, you can share your site. You can share your site parameter to remote people, maybe to factory people, to for the troubleshooting. So that's all. That's all is main features and of the Monarch cabinet. So after this, here is some site reference for the installation. The site is in China, but I believe we share the same, almost same machine place. Will be same, or whatever is China or different place. Just share here. for all of you to see how it looks like inside. This is in installation, not yet finished. So not so nice, but it is in installation. Okay, that's all. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much. So if you have any question, we can you can share. We can talk together.
Okay, thank you, Ian, for your very professional and detailed introduction.